I've been dreaming of this photo for 5 years. In 2020, I heard of this natural phenomenon called Firefall in Yosemite National Park. It's when the sunset hits Horsetail Falls just right to make the entire waterfall look like it's on fire. This immediately went to the top of my travel list, but with COVID restrictions, moving, and other timing issues, it just didn't work out until this year. Back in December, I started planning my trip. Firefall only happens for about 3 weeks in February, so you need to make sure to book well in advance. Firefall peaks on the 21st, but since that was on a Friday, I plan to go a few days early to avoid crowds. If you do plan to go on the weekend, you also need a reservation permit in advance. I planned for 2 days to see the Firefall because if it's too cloudy, the sun can't reach the falls and the Firefall won't happen. I knew parking would be crazy, so we arrived well in advance and started heading to the viewing area at 2 p.m. It's a 1.5 mile walk down the road to where the rangers have designated an area. If you care about getting the best shot, I'd arrive a bit early to stake out your spot, but if you just want to watch the spectacle, then arrive about an hour before sunset. It was a really cloudy day, but forecasted to clear, so we waited hours, unsure if we would even get to see it. But at the last minute, the sun started showing through and we were treated to an unforgettable show. The next day we went back and crowds were even crazier because the weather prediction was better, but it was again beautiful. And one thing we didn't see the day before was that right at the very end, before the sun dips down, the fiery orange turns to a brilliant red and it looks like lava pouring down the cliffside. My setup for photos was a Sony a7R5, a 70-200 lens lent to me by Pro Photo Supply, and a 5-stop ND filter from Polar Pro. Check out part 2 to see the photos. Just kidding, they're right here.